Hello and welcome back to the Locks of the Day podcast. I'm Andrew. I'm with Zach today. Just Zach, no Angelo. He's got a little busy schedule, but we'll proceed. We're gonna get you with some college football locks for Friday, um, and then also the Thursday night game between the Commanders and the Packers. Should be a good one. You got a big game there. But we're gonna start with college football on Friday. Zach's gonna kick us off with a two-star. Lock him in, kid.
So we got Colorado +6 is our two-star. They're taking on Houston in this one. This is going to be a Big 12 game. Ryan Staub takes the field for his first start. He was actually Colorado's third-string quarterback, but he's taken over for Caden Salter and their five-star, I believe his name is Julian Lewis. So he's taken over for him, or actually both of them. Deion Sanders likes the guy. He was able to really get Colorado's offense going. I think Colorado has actually been kind of decent this year so far. I think I've been more impressed with what I've seen from their defense. And I think this is going to be a good one. I think, Houston was a team that struggled last year. They did get a good transfer quarterback in Connor Wegman. The rest of the team around them is okay, but I think Colorado will have a good test on the road. I think they've already been tested with having to play Georgia Tech, whereas Houston's kind of played a small school. I believe it was Stephen F. Austin. Then they played Rice last week. So they kind of just played the in-state schools and, they're making their way through their non-conference play. This is going to be their first real test as well. And Colorado's defense is much improved from last year as well. You're going to see Arden Walker, who might be a draft pick, DJ McKinney, another guy. Those two have been solid, and they're going to be really big helps on the defense. And then on the offensive end, if O'Marion Miller, their wide receiver, does end up playing, that's a huge plus for Ryan Staub. And honestly, I just do like the matchup in this one. I think going with 6 at a -125 is just a little bit. I think it's just too many points in this one. I think it's gonna be really close. Whether Colorado or may only be from either side. You could see a 27-24 type, maybe 24-21, because it hasn't seen too much on Ryan Staub, and Colorado does have what they need to see on Connor Wegman. So in the end, I think Colorado +6 -125 is bigger. So we'll kick it to you for the three-star.
Yes, sir. I love that pick. That was gonna be my pick. But you slid in there first, so love
There you
Colorado
go.
+6. It's way too many points. But moving on to three-star. I will be taking Kansas State versus Arizona over 54.5 at a -110. Arizona's defense hasn't been tested yet this year. Their defense is good. They forced a good amount of turnovers their first two games, but they really haven't played any real team yet. In Kansas State, they've played a couple real teams, a couple solid teams with good defenses, and they were still able to put up 21 plus points in all those games. In their three games, they put up 21, 21, and then week two they put up 38. So their offense is fine. K-State's offense is good. Arizona offense, even though they haven't played tough competition, they still managed to put up 40 points and 48 points with ease. Zona has a lot of depth in their running back. They pound the rock like it's nobody's business in their first two games. They've rushed for 330 yards with four TDs. And that's what Kansas State struggled with last week against Army, who just runs the ball like they are the runners of the ball. Like they got 15 QBs that'll just run over you. Not even a running back. They got QBs that'll just run you down. But K-State, uh, their defense isn't the best, but their offense, yeah, is solid. They got a good QB in Avery Johnson. First three games, he's thrown for over 760 yards, six TDs, and he only had one interception in those first three. So, and he can also get the job done rushing. He's not afraid of a hit either. He'll put his head down, go right through you. I think the over here is a fucking lock. I love it. It's not too high for these teams. They're gonna want to fucking score a lot. So 54.5 is, I think, easy money. So I'll put 3 units on that, and we'll go right into little Commanders Packers. You want to kick us off with you got a prop?
Yeah, did like that pick as well. I was looking at that three-star yesterday.
Yeah.
As like you said, too, we have two really good quarterbacks
Hmm.
and two not so good defenses. And if the University of North Dakota put up 35 on Kansas State's defense, I can only imagine what a Big 12 offense is going to do.
And,
So I think that's going to be a really good game as well.
and
But
Arizona only
we'll
played
slide
what,
it over to
Hawaii? Arizona only played
Hawaii and I think a
Hawaii,
small
right?
school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it was
think they
like
played
another
like
small one.
Northern Arizona or something like that. They only
Hmm.
they only like let
Yeah.
up like 6 points. Like that's not a real offense. So they're gonna get
No.
tested.
Yeah.
They're gonna get tested.
But we'll go to the two-star for the Commanders, and Packers game. So it's going to be Zach Ertz over 3.5 receptions at currently a minus 110. I do really like Zach Ertz here. He had 3 receptions last week, 27 yards and a touchdown, which is great. But this matchup this week's going to be very tough for Washington. I don't really see them being able to run the ball as much. If you watch the Packers defense last week, especially with the addition of Micah Parsons, Detroit's running backs were pretty non-existent. And as soon as they went down early, they were forced to throw. And I think you could end up seeing that as a possibility moving forward in this game as well, is that the Packers defense gets some points early and they just rely on their defense the rest of the way. That tells me Jayden Daniels is probably going to throw. And with how good Packers defense is, Deebo Samuel, Terry McLaurin, you may not see too much of them. And Jayden Daniels is still a young QB, just second year, and he's going to lean on his veteran tight end to make some key catches, even if they're only 4 or 5 yard games, something like that. He's going to look at him towards the end zone, everything. So 3.5 receptions isn't a lot, and it's pretty good odds at minus 110, pending if it changes before the game. But I 3.5 receptions, he can easily hit it, especially in a primetime game. They're going to need someone to step up if they want to take a big win in this NFC game. So we're going to roll with Zach Ertz over 3.5 receptions for the 2 star.
Love
We'll
it.
kick it over to you.
Yes, sir. My 3 star for the game will be Packers money line at a minus 175. Packers look unbelievable week 1 against the Lions. Lions still got to figure out some things with all the new coaches, but Jordan Love was dialed. Josh Jacobs did his thing, got his TD. Didn't run for a lot, but got his TD, made an impact. Packers defense, my Lord. They made big plays whenever they needed the big play to happen. Like they got it every time. It was kind of wild to watch. They made the Lions literally look like a little pee-wee team out there. But with the Commanders, I'm not buying that second year hype with Jayden Daniels. He's good. Like he's obviously fucking good. But last year, he did win a lot of games by 1 score, last second field goals, last second touchdowns. I don't see that happening a lot this year. Uh, Going up against a great Packers team too, and last week Commanders beating the Giants with Russell Wilson at QB that's not a brag. Beating them 21-6 it's really not a brag. It's nothing special. Daniels had solid stats, throwing the ball for 233 and rushed for 68. Did get sacked 3 times though for a loss of 21 yards. 3 sacks for 21 yards, that's a lot. That won't cut it Thursday night, I'll tell you that much. Because Packers getting Micah Parsons, he made an impact immediately on defense. And I think you're going to see a lot of him come Thursday. He loves playing the Commanders. He has 10.5 sacks against Washington, including 4.5 against Jayden Daniels last season. Daniels is going to be running around for his life tomorrow. Like he's going to be running around with his head cut off. Going, what the fuck am I going to do? And also another stat I saw with the Packers head coach LaFleur, he is 3-0 against Dan Quinn, who is the coach of the Commanders. And in their head-to-head matches, LaFleur's offense has averaged 30 points per game against the Commanders, and Jordan Love locked in, absolutely locked in, with a 77 completion rate, 823 yards, 10 TDs, no interceptions, passer rating of 152 in 3 games. 3 games. That's insane, all against the Commanders. I think the Packers are a fucking lock. We're at Lambeau, prime time. Packers have a 71.7% chance win rate at home in primetime games. I'll take that minus 175 to the bank. Might do a little juice play. You might want to check out the story come Thursday night. Might take the Packers on like a -6.5 spread there. Get a little juice for everyone. But um we also have a couple other plays here. Angelo sent in a play since he's not here, but his 1 star for tonight will be Jayden Daniels anytime touchdown, which kind of does make sense with the Packers defense being able to rush, and they're gonna stop the run. Like they're gonna lock it down, and they're gonna get after him when he's gonna be trying to make a pass. He's gonna be out evading the pocket, evading the sack, and he could go run for a TD easy. I think that could happen. What do you think,
Yeah.
Zach?
No, I agree because if there's any way that he's going to be able to make plays, it's going to have to be him using his feet and scrambling out of the pocket. And I mean, we saw it in this past Monday night game. Caleb Williams plus 420. I mean, he cashed as the first touchdown scorer and his anytime touchdown scorer. Why? Because they blitzed. He had to scramble and he said, "Oh, no one's open. I'm going to go run for the end zone." And he still ran for 10 yards. And Jayden Daniels can easily do that. It doesn't matter at any point in the game. The Packers could be up by 30. They could be up by 3. if he wants to make plays and win the game, he can't sit in the pocket and just kind of pass. It's going to be tough. He will have time, but he's going to have to release the ball quick because that O line is good for the Commanders, but against that Packers defense, it might take a lot out of him.
Yeah,
So
for sure. And that line is a plus 175 for an anytime TD. So it's not bad to get a little juice there. That should wrap it up for today's podcast. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next Thursday. We'll actually have a new podcast Friday night for college football on Saturday and our Sunday locks. So make sure to tune in for those, and we'll see you on the other side. Peace.